We all watched as Cincinnati City Council debated budget cuts, but the tough part is when those cuts hit your neighborhood and your services. 9 News reporter Tom McKee is live with how Camp Washington is fighting back against cuts they believe are vital. Tom?
Well, Kara, buried deep in this Cincinnati City Council's $55 million worth of cuts in the 2011 budget are plans to close the Camp Washington Recreation Center and the adjacent deepwater pool. Now, both have been on the chopping block before, but were saved at the last minute. But this time, there was no such luck. But now the community wants to take matters into their own hands. At Sam's Quick Shop in Camp Washington Monday, manager Bill Clark found something he deemed positive in Cincinnati's 2011 budget.
The good news is they did say the police department, the fire department, EMS. That's fantastic.
However, council's vote to close the Camp Washington Recreation Center and the adjacent deepwater pool tempered Clark's enthusiasm.
The bad news is the children don't have nothing to do now when summertime comes.
The neighborhood has worked hard for decades to improve housing and attract new residents. Community organizer Joe Gorman says the recreational opportunities were part of the quality of life pitch.
To close those in the midst of our rebuilding out here is just doesn't make any sense. It seems like we don't have any partners at City Hall right now, and that's very, very disconcerting.
The pool and the rec center were seen as deterrents to crime. Now there are worries that kids will have too much idle time on their hands.
You was a kid and I was a kid at one time. You know how it goes. I mean, if you haven't got nothing to do, you're going to follow your friends. And if your friends are doing something bad, you're right with them.
The neighborhood, though, isn't sitting on its hands.
I think if there is any remote possibility that we can take over the rec center, take over the pool, we will definitely pursue that.
The Community Council is seeking operating costs for both facilities from the Recreation Commission to see if that's possible. Plus, there are some other ideas being tossed about.
Can we generate income in that building? It's very close to I-75, so we're thinking maybe we could put some billboards on top of the building and generate some income using the billboard money.
Our council also voted to close the Carthage Recreation Center along with 18 other deepwater and other spray grounds, in the city. Obviously, Camp Washington is not going to be the only community that's going to fight and take matters into their own hands over the next months. Carol?
That's for sure. Tom McKee reporting live from Camp Washington. Thanks, Tom.